Good afternoon, Jake Parnell here with Western Video Market. Just here to invite you to our December 2nd sale, our first kind of sale after the Thanksgiving holiday that we're extremely excited about. As always, just a powerful set of cattle consigned from the very beginning with a wonderful section of light feeder cattle ready to come back to this California grass that in the last 5 or 7 days has just been doused with 3 or 4 inches of rain, kind of statewide. So a pretty good start out here in California. Some great light cattle to start the day. Work our way through a section of dairy cross steers that are extremely high quality. We'll sell 5 or 6,000 of those right in the middle of the day. Finish off with a really strong set of feeder cattle, and intermix with some of those feeder cattle are a couple sets of replacement quality heifers that we'll talk about a little bit more. As always, though, one of the highlights of this December 2nd sale is our breeding cattle section. We always have just an outstanding offering of bred females, and this year we throw in a few lots of pairs as well that highlight what's going to be a phenomenal offering of breeding cattle. I want to talk about a few of those sets individually. We start off with some heifers that are DNA parent verified. So they AI'd these heifers and they parent verified some of them to the great Harold Cavanese bull they bought. The remainder of those heifers are going to be bred to a plus 19 Cavanese direct from a bull from Shaw, from the Shaw program. So a wonderful set. There's a set of straight blacks. There's a set of blacks and black baldies, and then there's another set of just straight black heifers. But a wonderful consignment to start the breeding cattle section from Cannon Cattle Company. We then move into a really unique set from Harold Hereford Ranch and 74 Livestock, a set of females that originated from the Harold Commercial Division, mostly black with a few black baldies on there out of that legendary program. And these two guys, they partnered up and they did it right. They AI'd these heifers to a double-digit CED bull. 33 of them took AI. There's 6 or 7 of them or 8 of them that are bred on the first cycle. And if a guy really wants to finish out a big load, there's 4 heifers that bred to that second cycle after AI that they can take. Those heifers start calving right there in the middle part of February and are another great offering, real gentle, real easy to be around. We then move into our yearly consignment from the Bentley Ranch. We all know about the legendary Bentley Ranch over there in Gardnerville. Todd Rattlefinger and Matt McKinney do a great job there for years, have bought the top end of Angus genetics. They'll offer a gate cut of 3 different loads of heifers this year. There's 126 heifers in total. That's actually 4 loads, I guess, of the Bentley heifers that a guy can take, and you'll get the option to take 1 or 4 loads of those Bentley heifers. But another beautiful set of heifers. They're all foothill vaccinated too, for those of you wanting to come back to the state of California. We then make our way up to LeGrand, and we all know about the Bar V cattle consignment. Mike Becker's built quite a name for himself, and there's 2 loads of his bred heifers come with great eye appeal each and every year. They'll be heavily desired. A set of girls that are bred to a minus 0.5 bull with a high Cavanese direct, and they were exposed starting April 1st. So you're going to get those heifers right there towards the beginning of the year, but a great consignment from Becker's. We then move into a big dispersal from the Kearns operation there in Haines, Oregon. We're going to offer you their bred heifers first. There's 90 bred heifers, 100% black and black white face, all bred to Harold Shaw, Aldrich, and Price bulls. Cavanese direct, a 10 or higher on those Cavanese bulls. From those bred heifers, we're going to roll into some of their mature cows, some cows right out of the heart of their operation. And we know about this Kearns operation. Their feeder cattle top the market when we offer their cattle every year. We're going to sell you some 6 and 7-year-old cows first. We're going to sell you some 7 and 8-year-old cows in the next lot. We'll work our way through the 9 and 10-year-old cows, and then on into the true producers, the 10 and 11-year-old cows to finish out the day from Kearns and that mature cow herd dispersal. Then we pop right down the road and we stay right there close to Baker City for Wani McKenzie. He's got 3 lots of bred heifers. The first 2 lots are pretty much 2/3 home raised, and the balance will be off of the good 3 strings operation over there in eastern Idaho. But some heifers bred back to high Cavanese direct bulls. You'll have the option to take 40, or you can take both loads and take all 80. And then that third set of heifers from Wani is a set of red-hided heifers that originated right there close, bred to those Cavanese bulls as well. A good set for those of you looking for red-hided cattle, a good offering that day. Then we get into some of our mature cow herd offering. The JVR Ranch is the old John Esquaga property right down there in Nevada, very close to where we're going to have our sale in Reno. We've got some 3 coming 4-year-olds that all had a calf last year. They got into the business just a year ago, and we were up there on the day that they entered the business. They bought a lot of these cattle out of the J&L sale, the Montana Female Bonanza that just happened a day or 2 ago. These cows all raised a calf last year, and they've just decided that the cow business isn't for them. They're going to disperse those 50 bred cows off the JVR of the old John Esquaga property right down the road there in Genoa, Nevada. We then move into a really cool set, the Hyde Ranch, Bill and Beverly White. They're purebred cows, big cows, mature cows. There's 75 of them in total. We hope by sale day we're going to have a little bit more of an age breakdown, but a really good offering of purebred cows that I think you'll have the opportunity to maybe pay a little extra and keep the papers on those cows if you'd like. They're all bred to calve between January 20th and April 15th, so kind of a bigger calving window, but cows that are producers right out of good operation. We move into a couple sets of pairs. Cinco Cattle's got 2 loads of pairs local to Central California there. They're running right out east of Galt. Some pairs that are reds and black-hided mixed, 5- and 6-year-olds. Really high-quality pairs that have been exposed back since November 15th to 44 farms, Donna Pace, Riverbrand, and Allen Brothers bulls. So a good set of pairs. Big calves, you'll be able to buy 1 load or 2 of those. We have Larson Land and Cattle, kind of the other end of California, getting to the southern part of the state, and they've really been doing a good job down there in Thermal. You've got 30 pairs in the first lot. They're all 4- and 5-year-old cows. They all originated in Nebraska, calved down there in Thermal. We're going to offer you those 30 pairs, and then we're going to roll into a couple sets of bred cows from Larson's. That first set is 68 cows. You can buy 1 load or you can buy 2. They're all 2- and 3-year-olds. They're young cows. They're bred back to really nice Angus bulls. They're 8 months plus bred, and just a good high-quality set of cows there. Then we'll sell you 37 cows that are 4- and 5-year-olds. They're 7.5, 8 months bred right off that same operation. And we'll finish out the day with 40 cows from the White Butte Ranch. They calve a little bit later in the day. They're more like April calvers right there, but a real nice set of cows, kind of ranging and aging from 3-year-old up into mature cows from the White Butte Ranch right there in Mitchell, Oregon. And I mentioned that we've got a few sets of replacement heifers in there as well. The DLX has 2 loads of 7-weight heifers that are absolutely sorted to be replacements. They are big topped, they are big hipped, they are sound structured, and they are made right to be replacements. There's another cut that's a little bit younger. They weigh 660 pounds. They too are a little bit more moderate, bigger bodied, and they'll make replacements right along from the DLX. Another kind of highlight is the Bill Tracy heifers that Bill doesn't keep many replacements. And, there's 3 loads of heifers offered in 1 lot, but if a guy wanted to buy 1 or 2 loads of the replacements out of there, you could do a darn good job with those as well. We'd love to have you join us December 2nd. If you've got questions, look us up in the catalog. Call any of us involved in Western Video Market. We're going to be live on December 2nd. And if you'd like to join us in Reno, view this as your invite to be there and to witness what's going to be an absolutely historic day, selling light cattle, some good feeder weight cattle, and then ending the day with a tremendous set of breeding stock.